Joining me now live in studio, we have two special guests. We have, of course, a familiar voice here on WATD, and that's Peter Brown. Of course. Hello, nice to see you.
Nice
Tiny
to see
and
you
Sons.
too,
His
yeah.
boys do a good job.
Well,
1-888-64-TINYs.
My people do a good job.
That's right.
Yeah.
All your people. And of
That's
course,
right.
You're also a member of the Pembroke Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Another member of the Chamber of Commerce, of course, Fraser Townley. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Christine.
You have a forum coming up, a workforce development forum coming up tomorrow night, Thursday night, sponsored by the Pembroke Chamber of Commerce. It's going to be at the library from 6 to 8. When you say workforce development forum, Fraser, are you talking about VOTEC?
We are. We'll be focusing on VOTEC.
Okay. Tell me, what is the focus of this forum?
So basically, we want the town to understand what the opportunities are, what the costs are, and therefore, because they're going to be voting on whether we join the South Shore VOTEC at the fall town meeting. And so we believe facts and information are critical for the residents to make an informed decision.
And when you say the VOTEC, that is the Hanover VOTEC, South Shore.
South Shore VOTEC.
Which is in Hanover.
Yeah,
okay.
We've got Tom Hickey, the superintendent of that, coming and doing a presentation.
That's terrific. Now, Peter Brown, right now the opportunities for kids from Pembroke to get into that system are very limited because there's a space limitation. Why don't you explain to our listeners how that works?
So from what I understand, that we've already passed that space, so there's no more kids can go into the social VOTEC unless we're part of the system. The only option that they have right now is Norfolk Aggie, and if there's spaces available in Silver Lake and Kingston. So there's not too many options for the kids anymore. So this information that we're bringing to people, it's not because we're not saying we're for or against it, but what we're trying to do is get people informed exactly what it's going to cost the town and what it means to the town if we do become part of it.
Now, you say you're getting people informed. Is it one speaker? Is it more than one speaker, Fraser?
There'll be 4 speakers, 4 presentations. So we have Tom Hickey, as I've already said. Erin Obie will be speaking on behalf of the schools. We've got Bill Chenard, the town manager. He'll be discussing the finances and the costs and what have you. We also have a special guest from the Carpenters Union who went through the VOTEC. So he'll be giving his experiences and discussing that as well.
Now, this has got to, if Pembroke does join the South Shore VOTEC, this has 2 votes that it will need. It will need a vote at Fall Town Meeting next month, and then it will need a vote at the ballot box in the spring.
For the money, yeah.
Right, and so people always want to know, A, what's in it for me, and B, how much is it going to cost? Peter?
Well, the cost factor, Bill Chenard's going to talk about tomorrow night. The need is, I'm coming from a trade. I was a graduate of the Silver Lake in 1978 for vocational. I mean, we had vocational between 7th and 9th grade to have kids have some sort of hands-on. It's not there now. Fast forward, the technology, the plumbers union, the carpenters, auto glass, auto mechanics, the average age of the technicians right now is in their mid-40s. So there's no new blood coming up through the system. So we need the kids to get exposure to this so they can understand that there's other options for them to work. And the compensation is there if they want to go through the courses.
Do you think that that's a misconception that people think only people that have a college degree and head towards what they call a white-collar job, even though I think a lot of those, when they talk about the colors of these collars, I think that's kind of merging a little bit because, I mean, you would consider your business blue-collar, but, I mean, you run it as a business, as a white-collar person.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like a light blue-collar job? Is that what you would call it?
I'm a polo kind of guy, so but no, it's true. I mean, the technology. This is what we're talking about. We're just talking about earlier about AI. A lot of AI is going to take over a lot of jobs, but the physical part of the job, they're not. You still need a technician that's going to be able to diagnose and physically replace things. You're still going to need somebody in that assembly plant or the manufacturing plant or a plastics plant that has some sort of physical knowledge of the mechanical that's going on in those machines. So it's very important, and the kids need to be exposed to it. And we take a lot of kids from Social VOTEC, the interns that come through our shop. A lot of them use the auto glass as a job while they're going to college. They get that exposure, so it's a double-edged sword that helps both ways.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
I know when they were still, pushing the MCAS, I remember thinking the kids from the VOTEC not only took all those courses, but they also had to pass the MCAS.
Right.
So it's not like they're getting a complete education. It does give you, I think, in many ways, more choices about what to do after school.
Absolutely.
You can either go right into a trade, which they're always looking for people, or you can still go to college, or you can do both. Fraser, what do you think some of the misconceptions are when people have questions about, tell us about vocational training?
I think one of the biggest misconceptions, in my opinion, is the fact that there's this sense of if you can, you go to university. If you can't, you go to VOTEC. I think that's so unfair, and I don't think that's right. I think you have a vocation in life, and that could be to become a lawyer or a doctor or become a mechanic. And there's no shame in, my father's an engineer, there's no shame in that, getting your hands dirty. And AI can't turn a wrench, it can't hit a hammer.
No, not at all. So tell our listeners again, time and place, and if there is a Q&A session. Peter.
Fraser.
Fraser.
Fraser. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
so it's tomorrow night, September the 25th, so it starts at 6. We have to be out of there by 8 because
Okay.
that's when the library shuts. So I'll be moderating, and I'll be rattling through the presentations
Okay.
to get to the questions answers session as quickly as possible. We have some of the questions already. Customers, residents have already written to us.
Okay.
However, we feel there should be a very vibrant and open debate on this. So we invite anybody who's got questions to come. There'll be a mic. You'll be recorded. You will be broadcast. But ask the questions, and I will make sure those questions are answered.
And this is being broadcast live on YouTube and Comcast Channel 9?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
And then do you still have time to email questions?
Absolutely. I'll take the emails on the night.
Yeah, I'll be watching the email so I can give them to him.
So that's Pembroke Forum 25 at gmail.com.
Correct.
Anything I didn't ask you, gentlemen, that you think people should know about tomorrow night? And are you going to be planning more than one of these forums?
So we've already had a podcast. We do a podcast every Monday. We've done a VOTEC podcast, which Peter hosted. We believe we should be doing a follow-up on that podcast.
Okay.
We do have other forums coming up, but they're not related to VOTEC. They're related to other subjects.
Okay. And what kind of buzz are you hearing? Getting interest in this so far?
There are two sides, and two halves, two sides to the story, and we one of the reasons why we're doing this is because we believe there's a lot of misinformation.
Okay.
So we need to keep the residents informed, and the better informed you are, the better decision you're going to make.
Absolutely. And again, big issue. This has been for a number of towns. Again, it's the Workforce Development Forum, sponsored by the Pembroke Chamber of Commerce, tomorrow night, 6 to 8 at the Pembroke Library. If you can't go, you can watch it broadcast live on YouTube and Comcast Channel 9. Fraser, Townley, and Peter Brown, thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
Christine.
you so much, Christine.
You're very welcome. I'll
Thank
be
you.
right back after this.